Welcome back everybody, one more time to the San Dimas Wine Shop and Tasting Room video. My name is Dylan, I'm the sommelier, and we are tasting wines that are all from our backyard. These are wines that you can go taste within a couple of hours from here. I love Central Coast wines, and I'm really excited to present them to you. And this first wine comes from Bodega de Edgar. This is all 100% Albarino, that's done all in stainless steel. It's out of Paso Robles. And just think of like lemon, honeysuckle, pineapple, mango, those kind of real tropical fruits in a little bit of a tart style and somewhat full-bodied, and you've got this wine. So this would be bigger than like a Sauvignon Blanc, but not quite as big as a Chardonnay. But this is an absolutely great wine. It sees no oak, and that's what's, to me, the beauty of this wine. This area is so near and dear to me because I've spent so much time up and down the Central Coast, and they're always my favorite wines, especially on the coastal side. But the second one we're going to try here is the Poema. This is the first red that's going to be on your tasting this week. This is the 2014 Santa Lucia Highlands Pinot Noir. Think of like big cherry, pomegranate, and these real nice spice flavors. It's all done in French oak. It's real light, more like Burgundian style wines, but talk about a great food wine. For any of you that are going to be grilling salmon in the next couple of weeks, make sure you pick up this wine. This is the great way to go. So coming up here next is the 2014, this is the Lumen 2014 Grenache. This comes out of the Santa Barbara Highlands. Either way I should mention, it's one of the highest peaks in the Central Coast where Grenache is made. And this is a vineyard there, and she also uses Beckman fruit. Beckman fruit is more from Santinez, specifically more from Ballard Canyon and Happy Canyon, and that's also blended in this fruit. Lane Tannen has been making wine for Zaca Mesa, for Hitching Post, for a lot of good houses, and then she used to make wine, or still does, for Lane Tanner wines, and now she also makes this label with her husband under Lumen Wines. So think about cranberry, big fresh fruit, lively. It's a little bit on the lighter side, but it's just nice and tart and just such a great food wine that I really encourage anybody that's going to maybe grill something like a paella. This would be a great paella wine. So I'm really looking forward to all of you tasting this. And for those of you that want to try something that's got a little bit of age on it, the Jorian Hill, the 2007 Syrah. This is all estate fruit out of San Ynez. This is a great opportunity for some of you to try a 9-year-old wine. You know, the current release on this is the 2010. We're sitting on some 2007 that we're going to be pouring for you this week. But it is absolutely amazing. There's this finish to this wine that it does have the subtleties of an aged wine, but it's still really fresh. It's 100% Syrah. It's done 100% on French oak, of which 45% of it is new. For those of you like John and Jason, I'm just going to do a little shout out to the two of you because a lot of you asked me for the technicalities on these wines. And this here are Davis clones, okay, and it does sit on what they call an 1103P rootstock, which just keeps the Syrah is one of those vines that really is aggressive and it'll find water. While the rootstock, by going on a shorter rootstock, it keeps the wine stressed. It keeps the vine stressed out, which produces better wine. So that one goes out to Jason and John. But I'm a huge fan of wines that have got some chalky tannins. It's juicy on the palate. Just a great grilled meats wine. Whether you're going to do grilled pork, grilled lamb, grilled beef, grilled chicken, this is a great way to go. And from Topanga Vineyards, we have got the Chroma 2014 Paso Robles. This is their Cabernet Sauvignon. It comes out of Bootjack Vineyards. 100% fermented in stainless steel, 18 months on oak, which is a neutral oak. So third and fourth year barrels on this. And think of like blackberry. It's got a little bit of an earthy, herbaceous quality with sage, and it's got some really spicy characteristic with licorice. But talk about a great food wine, and real casual. Like if you like blue cheeseburgers, because this doesn't have a whole lot of tannins, and it's got some good bright acidity. and real lively fruit quality, this would go great with blue cheese. So think about blue cheese burgers, think about hot dogs. You can even do hot dogs with ketchup on them because the acidity will work on this. So this is a wine that if you want to just go out in your backyard by the pool and just grill real casual on a Monday night, even the price point is correct. This is a great alternative. So this is a wine that I was really excited to try. This is made by Brave and Maiden Estates. This is their 2012 Union. It's out of Saint Ynez. It is, for the most part, it's Bordeaux, but it does have about a 30% splash of Syrah, but it does have Cabernet Sauvignon, it has Merlot and Cab Franc. But I was really excited to try this wine because 75% of it is on French oak, 25% on American oak, 45% new oak, 21 months on oak. So this is not a wine that is oak lightly. This has got a good injection of oak, has real big notes of cocoa, nutmeg, and baking spices. But talk about a great grilling wine. Now, for those of you that like foods that are like charred, and a ribeye is a perfect example, or even lamb chops are a perfect example where it flames up and it starts to create some of that charring on the outside. This is a great wine for that because of the way, because of the tannin structure on this wine and because of the oak regime on this wine. So I'm really excited for you guys to try this and really try some big, deep oak flavors that go well with food. And next up, we are all about dates for your calendar. So make sure you pop these into your calendar on your phones. And this is, we have Tapas Tuesday coming up next. That is coming up on May 3rd, which is obviously a Tuesday. And we go from 5 till closing, so between 8 and 9, we'll be doing tapas with Stephen Dooley from Stephen Ross Winery. We've always been a big fan of pouring some Stephen Ross wines here. I think that they really are one of the true amazing wineries here, and that their blends and everything are just completely true and lots of typicity in their wines. Then on May 12th, which is a Thursday, we will have the Calcareous Wine Dinner. We'll be having all the folks coming out again from Calcareous like we did a year or two ago, and we'll be doing another wine dinner over at the McCoy Equestrian Center, which is in Chino Hills. It's probably about maybe 15 minutes away, maybe 20 minutes away from the shop, but there are menus underneath the glass tops on the tables for those of you to come see. And then last but not least, June 6th, which is a Monday, for 3 to 4 weeks, just depending on the turnout that we have and what the demand is, we're going to start blind tasting classes. So for all of you that really want to learn how to be a good taster of wine and how to be able to know an old world from new world and how to know a specific varietal, I'm going to show you how to do that, not just to go out and pick it, but through a process of elimination, which is a series of steps that'll take you hopefully to the exact plot of land that wine came from. So we have lots of fun things coming up, and we look forward to seeing you all. Cheers.